Hey folks, this is going to be a first for us at Confident Gamers, and we're pretty sure that it's not going to be our last, because today we're going to be sharing our review of Signal Space Labs' Human Within, and we're playing this on the Meta Quest 2. Just know that it's also available for, Meta Quest's line of VR as well as on Steam. So let's go. Hey, what's up folks? Silent X here of Confident Gamers. If you enjoy reviews like these, do us a favor by hitting that like button. Even better, hit that subscribe button. Don't you forget to hit that bell so you know when another video goes live. And big shout out to the folks at Signal Space Labs for getting us a code to review Human Within. As you all know, all reviews and thoughts and opinions are that of Confident Gamers. Okay, let's go. So after playing Human Within, it's best to set your expectations. I wouldn't really call Human Within a game, but instead it's more like a VR interactive experience. Now, if you've ever played some of those FMV games, full motion video games, you're going to be very familiar and you're going to feel quite at home with Human Within. Now, the frosting on the cake is that now you'll feel like you're a part of the experience because this is a VR game. But before we really get into that, let's talk about the story of Human Within. Human Within is the story of two cyber engineer sisters, Nyla and Lynn. And basically they make a breakthrough with a new technology that has the ability to pair the most powerful computer, which is basically the human brain, with that of a supercomputer. As they kind of cautiously try to navigate the pros and the cons of such a discovery, they then eventually kind of partner up with a questionable company, Forward Industries, because they need funding. But then after some disagreement on how to progress with the powerful invention, they are captured and held against their will. Now, with the story out of the way, let's get to the game. So basically in the game, you are going to essentially play alongside Nyla as Lynn, whose consciousness is within the digital realm. And your goal as Nyla is to kind of find a way to escape with your sister. But how exactly are you going to do this? You're locked and trapped away somewhere. Now, for one, I really like FMV games because it's like watching a movie that you can interact with. The downside, however, is that FMV games, they are hit and miss simply because of the acting that goes into it. And that right there is one of the weak points of Human Within. Now, the acting at times can come across just cringy and kind of stiff. Now, don't get me wrong. I loved the concept of the game. The delivery of it was just not fully there. It was enough to kind of hold my attention, but that's just it. It kind of held my attention to move the story along. It didn't progress from there. Now, Human Within did a great job of how it presented the digital world. I really loved how when Nyla was doing her tasks and everything and needed your help, the game, it's not a game, it's an interactive experience, kind of gave you different camera angle shots on the screen that you can look around in this 360 degree aspect that really made you feel a part of the world. But you can actually grab each angle and kind of bring closer and check it out and everything. That was actually pretty cool. I really like that. Another plus to Human Within is it does feature a light choose your way that kind of offer up different paths through the story. I wish there was more moments like these, because they kind of happened at certain points where there was like a flashback that kind of gave you backstory and it allowed you to choose, the different path to take, and it kind of gave, more information about events and like I said before, backstories. Now, the choices part, that really helps with the replayability. If you want to go back, make a different choice and see how it progressed the storyline. Maybe they'll show you something different. Also, know that Human Within, it is a short interactive VR experience, and it's going to run you, it might take you about an hour to maybe an hour and a half to complete. Now, in Human Within, there are some puzzles, and the puzzles they're not too laboring. Well, it's not puzzles. It's really one type of puzzle where you have to kind of do some matching. Now, I do love how you interact with these digital cubes, but after a while, it just became really repetitive, seeing that's the only real type of puzzle, and the only evolution of the puzzle that there is that the cubes just got more, it got harder, it got more intricate with matching the dice. That's not the best way I can explain it. And after a while, I just did not want to do them anymore. Now, luckily, there are other types of interactive moments, like moving through a recreated 3D environment to find and scan for clues, as well as the ability to kind of stop time, rewind, slow down the time, and position yourself so you can find a solution. Those moments, I really did like those. Now, all in all, minus the cheesy dialogue or the one type of puzzles, Human Within, it looks great. It's enjoyable. The story can hold your attention, and the digital world interactive points, the 3D environments, those really kind of pull you in and makes you feel like you're a part of that world. I just wish that there was more things that I could have done, especially since my consciousness was in this digital realm, and there was I had so much power, and there was so much I could do, but I didn't do anything. Like Nyla, she did everything on the outside. I wish I could have been doing the things like turning off the cameras or locking down the elevator. There's a point where you stop the brakes on a car, and those stuff was cool. I wish I was the one to do it. I just kind of sat there and moved cubes around. Because that would have been really, really cool. Okay, folks, it's time for you to go ahead and hit that like button, because I feel like you really like this review. Even better yet, if you want to hear more reviews like this, and different content, then even better, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us, and it really supports us. And if you do, just make sure you hit that the bell. Make sure you hit the bell so you know when a new video goes live. Again, huge thanks to the folks at Signal Space Labs for providing Confident Gamers with a review code and checking out Human Within. Of course, again, you all know this, that hey, when it comes to our review, the thoughts and opinions are our own. All right? So cool. All right, folks. So one last thing. Do me a favor. How do you all feel about VR games and FMV games? Is that a yes or a no for you? Let us know in the comment section below. All right, so now I'm going to get out of here. So, till next time, I am Silent X. We're Confident Gamers. Real gamers keep gaming. Peace. Love y'all. Later.